Hey, welcome to my show, The Extra Yard.
My dog.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to a very special episode of The Extra Yard. As you see, Royal did try to hijack it. Kai and Juan want him to be the host. I will fight to the death for this.
This is a second audition, bro.
All right, Royal, what's up?
What's happening? What's happening, man? Welcome everybody to The Extra Yard. I'm your brand new, spanking new host. Better than Michael is my name. I'm with my guy Kai Chisholm and Juan Cardona. How you fellas doing today?
I'm living, dog. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling fabulous. Thank you guys for having me again. Let's bring Michael back in so he can do his job.
My dog. We missed you, Mike.
Michael,
no, you didn't. Get out of here. Y'all been trying
to guest host. I was asking about you.
The thing is, what you guys don't understand is I already go through so much bullying on the Heat side, even when I'm not even on stream. Right, I know Ariel's never gonna watch this. Literally a post-game show. They're like, "Hey, talk about the next clutch corner." He goes, "There's so much great insight on there from Adam and from Alana and Royal. They're so smart. Everything's great." And Michael's on there too. Like, I'm just like, I'm not even on the stream, y'all. I'm not even there.
I know exactly what episode you're talking about.
Like, if I'm on, I get it, but guys, give me a break. All right, I'm trying hard not to be the Giancarlo over here. All right, so give me a little bit. Okay. Hey, I love Giancarlo, but they bully him like crazy over there. So listen, let's just face facts. But before we get going with this episode, again, a huge shout out to our sponsor, Closure Investigative Agency. Did I get the name right? Closure Investigative Agency. They are sponsoring our show all throughout this week and the rest of the month. Or is it including May? Juan, you know.
Yeah, including me.
Okay, because it's basically the end of the month. So for this rest of the couple days and the next month, Closure Investigative Agency, they are going to be our sponsor. Quick word from them with this video. You have all that great contact info for Closure Investigative Agency, Royal?
That was so dramatic, bro. I felt like I was in Wakanda with all them drums going on, bro. We're The Extra Yard is sponsored by the Scooby-Doo Detective Agency with the guys Fred, Thelma, Scooby and Shaggy.
Thelma? Who's Thelma?
Thelma, Daphne.
Wow, you really went off the rails on that one. But huge thanks, Closure Investigative Insurance Agency. Anything you need them to go figure something out. You're a little bit curious as to what's happening. I don't know. Sometimes with a spouse.
Got you, bro. That's the right people to have.
Yeah, sometimes things happen. Reach out to Closure Investigative Agency. They will help you out with that. Before we get into actual football talk on this episode, and Royal does not know exactly what we're doing here, we're going to have a very special draft. It is draft season, right? Spelled SZN. Draft season. Right? We are going to do a very special draft. We are going to do a Marvel draft because all of us here love Marvel. We all love that stuff. I'm pretty sure Royal's got is that a Batman shirt? Is that like a cat? I'm a little.
Oh yeah, this is a Batman.
There we go.
My son has a onesie with Robin on it, so the shirts and they go together.
Aww. Perfect. Now, Kai's the one that came up with this. Now, Kai, I know you're a nerd, but I don't think you're on the same level as the rest of us all the time with this Marvel stuff. So this is your idea for the Marvel draft. What are the parameters here? Because we can't just say like Marvel draft, right? Because they're all very unique. Is it a strength thing? Most powerful Avenger thing? What are we doing?
I say that you just go with like who I just like whoever you think is going to be like a good person for your team. I think we're doing 3 rounds is what we said,
we're doing a football. So Marvel players in football?
Yeah. Or maybe like that, or like you're just your ultimate Marvel team, however you would want to work it. You know, if you want to pull off some Civil War stuff right now, we could do that as well. You know, however you want to kind of make it move.
Yeah, I think the only rule is no Thanos, because at that point, like
no Thanos or no villains in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so no villains. We're sticking with the teams because he is the guest. It literally pains me to do this. I'm gonna go to a doctor after this because it hurts so much. Royal, you can go ahead and get first pick.
So first of all, is Loki considered a villain?
Yes, 100%. No.
That's what I'm saying. He's kind of turned the corner.
I mean, he's about to have a nice little show, so.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's the protagonist.
Technically, protagonist Loki is dead.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I love
That's
how
fair enough.
technical we get here.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So I get the first pick in Marvel superheroes.
yeah, we'll go you, Kai, me, and then Juan. We'll like go and then we'll snake back around from Juan.
That's fine. Well, y'all already know what's happening here.
Dude, I already
Yeah.
know.
Dog, I knew it.
Wakanda Forever. I'm going with the Kang T'Challa off the Bripple, bro. That's my guy. I
know who his second pick is going to be if it drops back to him too. I know.
Listen. First of all, I need it. Don't pretend to know me, Michael or Kai, since I've said it on both of y'all shows. But no, I need a leader. And what better leader can I have than a king and actually a certified GOAT? So I'm going with T'Challa, Black Panther first.
Great pick, Kai. Second pick.
Yo, it's actually hard as hell, but I don't think that anyone's gonna pick the person that I'm thinking of right now. So I'm gonna defer and I'm gonna pick someone just because they remind me of myself because they are the supreme a-hole of the world, and I'm gonna go with Iron Man.
Okay. Now, quick question on Iron Man. Which is the worst of the three movies? Because I wouldn't ask the best, because that's an easy question.
Damn. I mean, that's a pretty hard question too.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I don't know.
You know, say I wouldn't be able to
Iron Man 3.
Like,
I'm sorry. It's about Iron people and a fake Mandarin.
Iron Man 3
I would,
now with her
yeah.
friends. That's like the funniest part of all of it.
Dang. Okay, Juan, you had an idea? I feel like, it has to be 3.
I was gonna say because I was thinking maybe 1, but no, 1 set it up perfectly.
Yeah, 1 was
2
good.
was like all right, like yeah. I think you're right. 3.
Exactly. Okay, so third overall pick. I think you could go Hulk, you could go Thor, you could go Captain America. Either of the Captain Americas. If you haven't watched the latest episode, spoilers. Too bad. Too late. My third overall pick. I am going Scarlet Witch. She can literally destroy all of
the first reach of the draft. The first reach of the draft.
First reach of the draft.
First reach. Listen,
Yeah.
say that next time she literally erases you from existence. Tell me, Royal, you know the comics, Royal. You know how strong she is.
Oh yeah, she's absolutely one of the strongest beings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or in the Marvel Universe in general. Like, she's one of the Nexus beings, so that means that she has the ability to do things like recreate reality as she sees fit. So I understand why you would pick her, but that's a reach, bro.
That ain't no reach.
I'm so upset. I high-key did not think that Mike or Juan would take her.
I was not gonna.
What are you trying to say? That me and Juan don't think of the female characters?
No.
Wow,
I just thought that one of you two would be like Captain America, and like I thought like I wanted to go for sure number 2, and then I was like, you know what? I don't think either of them will pick her. I'll be able to get her in the second round easy, and still get a guy I want to get. No,
you done messed up. Juan, pick 4. And 5. You got both of them.
So see, my thinking is like, you kind of want, a good team, camaraderie, right? But then my first pick's just gonna fuck all that up. Like, I feel like I'm gonna go Wolverine. Yeah, like I'm gonna go Wolverine.
That's off the board.
Okay. I was thinking MCU, but okay. I see you.
Nah, like I just feel like Wolverine's like that classic, like, you want him on the squad, but he's gonna do it his way, like he's not fitting into, what you want him to do.
And he don't die.
Yeah, exactly. That also helps out.
All right, so pick 5.
And then pick 5, I'm gonna go with the Hulk. I'm not gonna lie, this one was a tough one because the first Hulk movie, I specifically remember that was like the only movie I've ever fallen asleep in. But I feel like it had a nice rebound, and the last couple of stories, there's been like its own storyline and its own storyline with the Hulk, and I'm down for that.
Dang, that's a good pick. I would have gone Hulk, right? Straight up, either destroy you from existence or like beat the crap out of you if I had Hulk and Scarlet Witch together. I'm gonna go Thor. I gotta go Thor. I just think there's something about Thor that's just too powerful. He can get fat and play Fortnite with you. Like, I'm down. Listen, Thor seems like a great bro, and also he's strong as hell. So I'm going Thor all the way. Kai?
Well, since you decided to be just the pain in my arse and take the person that I wanted to take, that I knew I should have just freaking taken in the first place and not taken a chance on, I am going to take Black Widow at my second round pick.
That's a good
so
one.
you want literally 0 powers and nothing but intel.
Hey, listen, if
Someone
I know
gotta do
more
it.
about you than anything, then
Intel is a superpower.
yeah.
All right, Royal. We were gonna do 3 rounds. We'll just close it out here. Royal, final pick.
No, I have a 3rd round pick. No.
Okay, fine. We'll go
he's
3rd round
trying
pick.
to he's trying to redeem himself right now. I'm like, don't get in the way.
I already know who my 3rd round pick is.
So I get 2 picks since we doing
You get
snake,
2.
right?
Yeah, you get 2.
Yeah.
Fabulous. My 2nd pick is going to be Captain America.
I left
The
it for
black
you.
one.
Yeah,
I left it for you.
That's
The
like,
black one.
oh, okay.
Sam Wilson.
I like the theme here.
Yeah, the hell with Steve Rogers. Captain America. And my next pick is going to be.
Can I guess?
Go ahead.
Okay, my guess is Shuri.
That was a good one, and I should have picked Shuri, but that's not who I'm going with. I might want to change it to Shuri, but I'm going with War Machine, a decorated colonel. Yeah.
Time out though. You taking Don Cheadle War Machine
Of course.
or the original War Machine?
I'm not taking one movie, Terrence Howard, the War Machine.
Terrence Howard.
You're going Don Cheadle every time, Mike.
I'm going with Don Cheadle easily. But yes, so my squad is going to be Black Panther, the real Captain America, and War Machine.
Very nice.
Bro.
All right. So we see the theme in Royals. We don't need to point it out,
Yeah,
but we
But
see the theme.
it's a well-rounded team, though.
It
when you
is,
think
it
about
is.
No, it is. You can't
That's
deny
the
that.
only thing I would have said for sure is the intelligence there, right? Because then,
Yeah.
I mean, she can do everything.
But Black Panther, if you read the comics, like his intelligence was on par with like Reed Richards and stuff like that too. So
for sure, I'm thinking MCU. Sure,
I got you.
Kai, you had
I
it.
hate all of you. You know what? Wait. So, never mind. My question was gonna be completely wrong. All right, I'm gonna go with Vision, and I'm a be good with that. Even though I was going to go and select my man Don Cheadle, but it's okay.
Listen. If I had the biggest reach in Scarlet Witch, which I genuinely think is arguable due to her reality altering powers,
that is not a reach. That is not a reach.
Thank you. That's what Juan said. Listen, I have got the steal of the draft right here.
There we go.
Spider freaking Man. Okay. I'm sorry. Spider-Man is up there, bro.
Yeah,
Spider-Man is the shit. I love that guy. He's always been my favorite superhero, literally just the whole time.
10.
But the new one or the old
You got
one?
Spider-Man 10.
I got 10th.
That's tough.
And I get we're thinking MCU, but you brought in Wolverine, right? So now we're expanding it to that other stuff. Like you're talking about actual Spider-Man. GG's, homie. GG's. Spider-Man wins it.
I like that. I think I'm gonna just well round the team with Wolverine and Hulk. I'm gonna just add Doctor Strange on top of that, and really get funky with it.
You see, my idea was to go to go out there and get Iron Man, then go with Wanda.
Gentlemen, the name of the game is BPA. Never forget this.
Like my favorite thing is that Juan, your team has the worst chemistry imaginable. Just the worst, right? Like, first of all, Doctor Strange is gonna be there, like, guys, I've seen the future. Here's the plan.
Wolverine's gonna be like, shut up. I'm gonna make my own.
He's gonna pull up one claw, right? He's gonna pull up one claw. He's gonna go off on his own thing. Hulk's gonna get mad. He's just gonna start beating stuff up. Like, listen, the only team with great chemistry is Royals, honestly.
Facts.
Like, Royal took the best team. We all know it. It just is what it is. Let's get to some football talk now, though. I love it.
The next thumbnail when we have Royal on again.
Bro, listen, Herm P saying more like Spider Boy. First of all, I understand that the actor is small. This shows that you know nothing about
all you gotta do
about
to stop
Spider-Man.
Batman is tell him his stocks are drowning and he'll leave a battle.
Tell him to invest in Doge. Okay, we got to talk some Dolphins because there was some news that came out. Royal, what are your thoughts on the Ereck Flowers trade?
I have a whole lot of them.
Uh-huh.
It's Ereck Flowers. Thank you.
Okay, pop quiz. What position does Ereck Flowers play?
He's an offensive lineman, bro. Come on, let's be honest. Like,
There's spots you've got a 20% chance.
You said Ereck Flowers. Wasn't he the number 1 overall pick by the Kansas City Chiefs, and he was a tackle? That's not him. No, Ereck Flowers is black. I'm talking Eric Fisher. Yeah, Ereck Flowers is black. He's a guard. I think
you're close though. He was an early round, first round pick. I'll give you a hint from University of Miami.
Yeah. He plays right guard.
He was drafted 9th overall. You close. You were a letter off. He plays left guard. I'll give you that.
No, I wasn't
Nice
close.
job.
That's the completely other end of the line, Michael. I was wrong.
You could have guessed right tackle.
I could have. I was good. It doesn't matter. It's Ereck fucking Flowers. Like, who cares? Like,
I mean, you're right. He's going to
Okay,
die.
time out. No, but time out.
Royal
Hold on.
Kuiper Jr. Let me tell you, it was a conundrum earlier today. Because,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you say it's no big deal, but all of Twitter had a conniption. Okay, was.
I know because okay. So what happened was with them letting go of Ereck Flowers, people were making the assumption that Miami could potentially go up and they can get not go up, but they can get draft Penei Sewell. I saw the conflicting reports between the two Miami Herald reporters. Like I know what happened.
Barry Jackson.
Yeah, so it's like I didn't care, bro.
Juan, what are your thoughts on the trade?
I mean, look. When everybody first initially heard it, everyone's like, "Oh, they got rid of him. Great, it's amazing." And then it's like the news started to trickle in, and it's like, okay, you only moved up 14 spots, and then you have to pay $6 million of his $9 million salary, and then people are like, "Oh, why would you even sign that?" But keep in mind, like, this is a guy who last year was actually needed, like we really didn't have offensive linemen. Yep. Even if it was a 2-year, 3-year deal that maybe wasn't the best one, you got to keep in mind, like, we had young guys who we really didn't even know who could perform coming into an off season where they had, basically no training camp, just like Tua. So, I mean, if you're going to give Tua some slack, I mean, I'd give the O-line some slack too. And then it just looks more like they earned the playing time. Like, they want to put Kinley at left guard. They want to put Hunt either at right guard or right tackle. And they want to get these guys some playing time. Yeah.
And Kai, I'll throw this to you. So some people are using this as a sort of indictment on the front office and Chris Greer, and they can't evaluate free agency talent. They sign guys and then they get rid of them right away, and they pay money to get rid of them, or they just cut them for free. A lot of people are saying that. I disagree with it as well. But Kai, your thoughts?
I would like to have my spokesperson, Royal A. Shepherd, speak for me on behalf of the fact that Royal probably knows exactly what I'm about to say. Royal, can you please?
It's Ereck fucking Flowers.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
that's anybody watching that was not rehearsed at all.
Yeah,
people are so upset for I think, and CK played it to be like a little serious. CK put it, I think, one of the best ways. It's like, and I'm pretty sure it was CK that tweeted it. Like, there's turnover every single year, and free agents don't work. Free agents work. Like, free agency in the draft, and you never know when a player is going to work or not. And by all accounts, Ereck Flowers wasn't a bad guard. It's just that you weren't going to pay him the money you were going to pay him this season when you liked the rookies you had. Why are you going to go out there and pay him then? Trade him away. And if Washington wants to take his contract off, all right, cool.
Yep.
Like, that's it. It's, you go out there and you're going to see, all right, that's it. And you just kind of move on. I don't think, it's hard for me to understand why so many people are so in their feelings about it. And I saw it a lot this morning on my show where, YouTube comments are YouTube comments, and they were like attacking Chris Greer. And I was like, all right, listen, man, you are not going to attack future soon to be Hall of Famer and Executive of the Year, multiple winner, Chris Greer.
That's a Godfather Jr.
Goes out and trades someone. Like, people are ridiculous. And I'm still making that graphic for you, by the way, Juan. Yeah. I'll have it.
That graphic would be amazing. About. But no, I agree with you guys. I think it's an overreaction, right? If you told me they let go of Flowers and they had no other option at guard, then I'd look at it differently, right? Because he wasn't a failure. They just have other options. So we can just move on from it. Look, Ereck Flowers, Royal, let's close it out. Hit us with it one more time. What are we even talking about here?
Ereck motherfucking Flowers, bro. Like, who cares, bro? Yeah. Like, who cares? Robert Hunt, them both can play guard. Like, who cares?
My guy.
Exactly. And that's a perfect way to wrap up that piece of Dolphins news. One other thing that I did see reported recently is that some reports are saying that the Dolphins prefer Waddle over, it's here in the comments as well, and I've seen it earlier. They preferred Waddle over Chase and Smith, actually. Right? That they might possibly view Waddle as number one. Do you guys agree with that, or not agree with that? I know all of us don't. I know all of us don't agree with that from the wide receiver position. What's up, guy?
Can I interject first? I would like to say, and once again reiterate to everybody, that anything you hear coming out of this Dolphins organization this week is complete another BS.
Smoke screen.
This is not Mike Tannenbaum. This is not Jeff Ireland. They're not going to tell you a month in advance, a la Ndamukong Suh, what they're gonna do. They're going to throw out
two reporters from the same newspaper,
the same publication,
two different sources.
Not just two different, two opposite stories. They got two completely different stories.
The amount of smoke screens that Chris Greer throws out, and whether you like him or not, whatever. I honestly don't care. If you don't like him, you're an idiot. But this Dolphins organization,
I don't care, but you're an idiot. I agree.
Like, they never give you the information that's right. This time last year, everyone thought the Dolphins were drafting Justin Herbert, and because the Dolphins didn't like Tua, people had him falling down to like 15, 18 like pick. That was never going to happen.
Chris Sims probably had him in the second round.
Stuff. Oh God, we'll get into that later. But like,
if Chris Greer didn't know if Chris Greer didn't know who the leak was inside of his office, the reports that came out today definitely told him, because he probably intentionally told two different people.
You got to do the same thing that Kanye and Kim did. You go and tell people certain things that you want to leak to the media, and you're like, all right, we know we can't trust you. Boom. Like, you gotta
don't look at my open palm.
Like,
that's what's happening. Like
stuff. It is ridiculous, but I agree with you. It's all smoke screens. I don't know who the Dolphins have as number one. I really don't think anybody outside of that building knows who the Dolphins have at number one in terms of the draft board and stuff. But if the Dolphins take Waddle, if Pitts is off the board, but all three wide receivers are on the board, and they take Waddle over the other two, Chase and Smith, are you guys upset?
I don't think so, because I think Waddle is the best schematic fit out of all of them. Like, for what they try and do, like, he gives them what they need, somebody who can take the top over the defense and actually catch the ball after he does that. So like I like that. I would say that Waddle fits nicely, but the other two are just superior players. And so, I don't know. But no, I wouldn't be upset if they took Waddle.
Okay. Juan, would you be upset?
I don't think I'd be upset. I would be understanding because of exactly what Royal just said, but I would be hesitant to agree with going need over BPA, because it's just never a recipe for it's always a recipe for failure, in my opinion, when you do that.
But time out. What if you're talking about BPA, what if that is their board? Right? If Waddle just is the highest wide receiver on the board.
I just don't see how you could say that. Nothing against Waddle, but it just specifically with Devontae Smith. Like, Devontae Smith was alpha A1 receiver when Jalen Waddle was there, when Jerry Jeudy was there, when Henry Ruggs was there. Like, he was alpha. Like, he was number one option there. He did it again the next season. As far as production, Waddle, freshman year, 800 yards, sophomore year, 500, junior year, 500. Like, you're going pure projection. There's not really that much production when you're just looking against, his own teammate. But for me, Chase is a step above either one of those guys, in my opinion, because Chase, you look at a guy who's at 19-year-old bullying literally first round picks. And you give that guy some polish, you give that guy some coaching, some training, and you put that on top of his just absolute brute strength and his speed. He ran a 4.3, whatever he ran. I think that, I think the guy that guy could be. I don't think he could have maybe an Odell like first type season, but I feel like it would be very close to that.
One, I want to give you some pushback on that Jamar Chase thing that you just said. While I do agree that he is a bully of a wide receiver, I'm going to steal Alfredo Arteaga's point. I would be more sold on him if he was a bigger person. Like, if you're going to be a bully, then I would like you to fit the profile of somebody who plays that way, which is a 6'3", 6'4", maybe 220, something like that. Something solid like that. Like, if he looked like DK Metcalf, then it'd be like, all right, I'm sold. Shit. Like, but he doesn't. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see you in the parking lot, but Jamar Chase is like,
I'll throw hands with you a little bit.
I'll agree not only on the size thing, but also it's one thing to be bullying people in college football, right? But at the next level, if that's your game, I understand that. But if that's your game,
best division in football
against first round picks.
Oh, okay. But so we're gonna listen. Your Harris thing earlier about the best conference, and you were talking about, but the offensive line. Listen, we'll get to that later because boy, I'm salty. But look, all I'm saying is, people worry about Devonta Smith breaking free because they're going to say the size is going to kill him. But Devonta Smith has gotten away from everybody, right? Like they don't get hands on him, and if they do, he's able to get past them. I just think the bullying is not going to be as consistent. And when you get a good quarterback on him, he's gonna try to bully him, and he's gonna get wrecked.
Because you didn't see Devontae Smith at 19 do what he did at 19. Devontae Smith grew into that role, grew into learning how to beat a press. And realistically, if we're being honest, last year he did not have a single press at all. Like the guy moved, especially after Waddle got hurt. So
he did not.
Yeah.
They didn't press him at all. So they were all like, "Oh, he's tiny. We don't need to press him."
No. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you look at Alabama, the way that they moved them around, it's next to impossible to press him from the slot. It's next to impossible.
But even when they didn't move him around, he was still able to get open and get free.
Yeah, but
of course, at age 21, 22, you give Chase Chase 2 years. You know, what are you looking at? You know, you're looking at a guy who's has a lot more elite tools than, you know, Devontae Smith, with the potential to have that type of polish. I don't know, man. I feel like people are just trying to, you know, I feel like he's getting knocked down to go down later in the draft boards, but that guy's a beast.
I feel like the issue has just become like it's the counteracting points, right? Like everyone says about Jamar Chase, for those who don't want to pick him, but it was 1 year with the Heisman Trophy winning quarterback on the best team in college football. And then the other ones of us that are like, yeah, all right, cool. That's awesome. But it's also like this dude did it at 19 in the best conference in college football.
Yeah,
like,
but time out. What do you mean what the F did Devonta Smith do? Didn't you just say he was A1 even when it was
but I'm talking about even after they left,
but I'm giving the
he had that.
No, I know, but he gave a little stab at the end, like, bro, you just hyped him up when he was there before. Like, you're kind of contradicting yourself, homie.
No, the thing that I think, like, it's the same, dude. We just keep talking about it. It's like the Dolphins are. Imagine this: we're sitting here arguing over 4 potential outstanding prospects.
Yeah, there's just no wrong answer at this point. We're winning.
No wrong answer.
I don't even think we're arguing over the 4 because I think all of us are taking Pitts over the 3 receivers.
If Pitts is on the board at 6 and they pass,
I love to see that you came around, Mike. I truly do. It's like it's a nice revelation. It feels good.
I literally am going to the hospital after this because it pains me.
Didn't you want to pick Michael Parsons at 6?
No.
He doesn't want to touch Michael Parsons.
I know. That's the joke, guy.
Okay. I was gonna say, if there's anyone that doesn't like Michael Parsons,
someone take us to the next segment because I'm gonna need some time to recover after that one.
Well, we're gonna do a mock draft here with Royal, just as we did the other day. And then we also have our own mock draft here, so we're going to kind of show that later on. We did one here at the Extra Yard, and we want to make sure to share it today since Michael decided that we're not important and he won't be with us tomorrow. So really quickly,
he prioritized that. I could respect it.
You know what? And I'll say it. I will be at the movie theaters watching Demon Slayer Mugen Train. Amazing film. It's basically season 2. One of the greatest animes of all time. I'm sorry. I'll do 3-4 shows this week, but that day I'm booked.
What time is the show, guys? I might be able to jump on here.
My dog.
No.
You slipping up, dog?
Mike, you going to the movies, ain't it?
Wait.
Oh, okay.
You gonna be on the because the Heat play. Because the Heat play.
Hey, I got dual screens in front of me, Mike. I can watch the game and do this at the same time. I'm talented that type
I'm not gonna lie. I did that on Monday.
Anyway,
I'm definitely not gonna come over here during the Heat game.
Just to show what we had yesterday with Alfredo, we're gonna kind of keep up with what's happening every single day here. So what Alf does, what Royal does today, and then tomorrow with what my guy Joshua, as everyone knows, I call him Joshua, but everyone calls him House, of course. He picked Pitts, Harris, Phillips, Miners, Eskridge, Hamlin, Jackson, and Sam Ellinger to round it off.
He's hired.
He was just
facts.
Twitter fell in love with everything about that, and I think Alf himself was kind of sitting there like, I can't believe that the picks that I'm picking are actually happening.
I'm gonna love watching Royal go past the second round.
Damn, you couldn't even make it my dog 4th round.
Listen, y'all see the name.
Whoa, that 5th overall pick. Hold up.
We're not running it back. It is what it is. We're not running back.
Oh yeah, wait. And no trades, because that's what we do with Alfredo. So no trades.
Yeah, no trades.
Whatever.
Look at number 3, my dog.
Man, my dog. Look at number 4, because that's the one I'm most excited about. Give me that unicorn from Florida, Kyle Pitts.
All right.
Thank you.
Easy.
They have
picks,
negatives for Cal Pitts. What is it? He's
they
too
did have a
good.
negative. I don't know.
Oh,
Actually,
please,
we'll show it now.
Please.
Must improve his blocking strength.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm not worried
Please.
about that one.
Please,
So
make the right
231 and
choice.
244 now.
Make the right choice, please.
244.
So 18.
Number 18. Yeah,
Micah. I'm bullshitting. I don't want Micah Parsons.
Have you heard of this
Almost
guy
had a
named
heart
Travis Etienne? He's a really good player.
Stop
Like,
it.
You talk about the running back from Clemson.
Backs.
My
The one
dog.
who would've-
Najee Harris, Travis Etienne.
Yeah,
Devontae
Etienne would have been a
Williams.
first round. Etienne would have probably been the first back off the board had he gone a little bit before this. And I think he might be a better natural like football player than Najee. I think he's a better receiver out of the backfield. I know
Michael
he's faster.
is literally doing
Yeah.
cartwheels
So
in
you
his
taking
seat.
Travis Etienne here?
You said what now?
You taking Travis Etienne?
Not a chance. Give me Najee Harris.
Yeah,
Najee
the
Harris.
boy
Not a chance.
feeling good.
Yeah.
What's his negatives?
Yeah,
His negative plays to one speed.
Plays in
lacks
third
a
gear,
cannot
can't get
run
past third gear.
daylight.
yeah, he has no speed whatsoever, but he's a bruiser.
Show me those for Etienne. Right, we're gonna talk about the nipple tuck,
All
right?
Sure.
That's what
And
I want.
he has fumbling issues. Yeah, I
Not
know.
an
all
overly
about that.
creative ball carrier who makes defenders miss. Plays to one speed and is not a breakaway threat despite his 40 time. But Najee Harris.
Talk about Yeah, Najee Harris is the pick, but I've actually watched.
Yeah. Oh, what's up?
It's
All right,
Roy
Najee
talking
Harris.
football.
Okay.
So,
30
wait, hold on. Are you upset about 33 or 34, Kai?
I'm upset about 33 and 35.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
34.
so-
He's gonna go there to die, and I'll lose my $10 bet. But it's whatever.
What? Zach
So-
Wilson's gonna make him a man. Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like I'm following Alfredo Arteaga like down to the letter, but I think that's a good model to go after. So I want you to check out the centers for me. I want to see if they got any centers up there that I might be able to get.
It's a great.
Quinn Miners.
Yeah,
Landon
no, there's no need to go past Quinn Miners. That's who
You're
I would
gonna
pick
take
too.
Quinn Miners at 36, though?
Don't question him. It's his draft.
I'm
Michael.
asking.
No, I know
Well,
what he's
listen,
doing.
Okay, so listen. Listen. I understand that some people may want to take an edge in this position because they feel like that's something that the Dolphins need to do, but you have to address the weakest position on your team, which in my opinion is center. And I know Quinn Myers, he might not be there at 50 when people project or when I have another pick. So I want to make sure that I get somebody who I'm comfortable with, who I know can hold down the position. And yeah, it ain't no trade. So give me Quinn Miners, bro.
Wait, but time out. I'm just gonna. Sorry, this is just a plug. I gotta make a plug. Landon Dickerson is sitting there at 59. Landon Dickerson is the first overall center on a specific draft guide. I'm sorry, we gotta do the plug, right? We gotta plugs our mans, right?
Move out the way. Move that shit out.
Me?
Do you see my name, bro?
What about your name?
Bro, Royal Kuiper Jr., bro. You hear me?
And what draft guide am I talking about?
You're talking about the draft guy from Simon Clancy.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. Come on, bro. Quit trying me on here.
knows, bro. He's plugged up, bro.
Quit trying me on here, Michael.
I'm
Listen,
just saying he's got Landon Dickerson as the number one
Okay,
center. He's
so-
still there at 36.
I understand. Before I get Quinn Miners, I want you to go to all. Yeah, Michael Parsons is already gone, Noel. So I just want to make sure that you know that. But yeah, give me the center, bro. I don't want any of those guys more so than I want a center for this team, just to kind of help bolster that offensive line. Quinn Miners.
All right,
Yeah.
Quinn Miners.
He might be able to
They took Jalen Phillips because I was gonna go there next too. I think that edge rusher was important. I think he's talented, but I'm cool. Pompano Kuiper, you hear me? Let's see. Show me the. Oh, but Gregory Russo's still there. Okay, so listen, like I said, bro, I'm prepared. So listen, I understand that. I think Phillips is going to be the better prospect, and I understand Greg's skill set is more limited, and he rushes one type of way. But I mean, if he wasn't next to Jalen Phillips, would he not be considered one of the top edge rushers in this, in the country or in this draft? You know what I'm saying? So it's you need help on that side of the ball. Let me look at some cornerbacks too. I want to see if we got any elite cornerbacks that I might want to pick up. Something. Nope. Let's go back to that edge, bro.
And you know about Florida State. Why are you saying no to Asante so fast? I'm
Because
genuinely asking.
Because he's little.
Okay.
He might be a good slot, but that's something to consider. He might be a good slot cornerback for the Dolphins since you already have your two outside corners set. And no, I don't want him.
I love it.
Yeah, let me get Russo.
You're going Gregory Rousseau? Okay.
Yeah.
I think the ceiling on Russo is high. I think the floor is really low, but that ceiling, it's nice.
Now we get into the meat and potatoes of this draft. You hear me? Now you get into the meat and potatoes of this draft. This is where you make your name. You hear me, Michael? I'm gonna show you how this done. You know it. Go to all, please, Kai, and y'all gonna start to see a trend here. Y'all gonna see a trend here. P-P-A. You hear me? Peter Werner. Give me that boy.
Pete Werner.
Peter Werner.
Yeah. No, he's one of those Ohio State linebackers that
you know what you're getting.
The Dolphins. The Dolphins seem to always love them. So
you know what's happening. Well, yeah, it don't matter what we fall at. You know the trend here? B-P-A. Jonathan Marshall. Put that boy on the squad.
Love it. I don't even know who that is.
Me neither.
BPA though.
Time out. I just want to address. You don't feel like addressing wide receiver at all.
No.
Don't question my dog.
No.
BPA.
There we go. Who? BPA. Draft that boy.
Fehoko? How do you spell that? S-M-I. Fehoko.
Oh, this the last pick that we get?
That's a copy and paste. That's not.
Hey, wait. Did this update to our trade?
Yes, it did.
It did because they're at 244 now instead of 258. Very nice.
Okay,
yes,
so 244. Exactly. Let's see here. Let's look down the line, guys. Nope, I'm good. Avery Williams, PPA.
I mean, it's a corner. I mean, that's pretty believable. I can't even front.
Eat that, Alfredo Arteaga.
Listen. We'll post it on the official. I got a text. I put it on the Extra Yard account. I got a text from Royal today at like 2:00 in the afternoon saying, I am going to put a better draft together than Alfredo. And I've got to tell you, I didn't think he could do it. And I was right. This is terrible. This is so bad.
Oh man.
My man did not address the wide receiver position. Like, my goodness.
Doing an Excel screenshot real quick. I'm gonna just put what do you see wrong with it?
No, we're gonna be fair. We're just gonna put thoughts question mark. That's it.
Here's the thing,
we're not gonna skew this. Yeah.
Royal is literally sandwiched between Alfredo's mock draft and Houtz's mock draft. And then there's Royal in the middle with Pete Werner, Jonathan Marshall, and Simi Fehoko.
Let me tell you, if the Dolphins somehow end up getting something similar to this draft, I'm not gonna Royal. I appreciate you, my dog. I appreciate you, but let me tell you, that might be the draft to set everybody on fire. The first 3 picks, you knocked it out the park. I think after that, they might be at your house banging on the door.
Listen, time out. I'll give him Rousseau. I think at 50, I'd take Rousseau. If he's still sitting there, I don't think he will be, but I'd take him.
He was going to take Amari Rodgers at 81.
I would.
There were so many wide receivers.
Oh yeah, but see, I was
looking
for
how I felt, bro. Like,
I was looking for Eskridge, but after I saw him going, I was like, oh, the hell with this.
Royal yelling BPA.
I was like, I'm gonna, yeah, bro. It's like I knew a couple of players that I wanted to target in terms of wide receiver. Eskridge was one of the big ones who I was gonna try and get. But it was like once he was gone, I was like, "Oh, burn it down."
What was your draft strategy, bro? Let everybody know that draft strategy.
BPA.
My man's in here screaming BPA all night long. Well, now you get to judge our mock draft. We're going to show you the Extra Yard mock draft. We did it between myself, Juan, and Kai. We each made a pick.
Except for the first 2 picks.
Yeah, the first 2 picks are super obvious. There's no point in going through those. We started with Juan.
Until we see Justin Fields go 2 with the Jets.
I know y'all ain't see Alfredo Arteaga just tweet me. He said Pete Werner can ball. No, serious. Thank you, Alfredo Arteaga. Listen, Alfredo, you can come to me for lessons on how to draft people anytime you want, bro. My line is always open to you, bro. Like I can teach. I can teach you a lot. I can teach you a lot, bro.
He said Royal Kuiper Jr.
My guy.
It's literally such a bad draft, homie. It's so bad.
That's in your opinion, bro. You wait till you come out here. I got 4 all pros drafted in their rookie season, bro. You're gonna be
listen.
I'm sorry. Wait, who are the 4 all pros?
According to Michael, Najee Harris is one for sure.
Obviously, bring up the list, Kai. He knows.
Yeah, no, show our mock draft because we're gonna get into this now.
Second.
Juan is feeling fiery tonight. You just mad you don't have Demon Slayer tickets, okay? I see you.
Low-key salty.
I
I'm about to say, bro, trust me, I'm also salty because like I told y'all before we got on here, I was looking for that movie all night on the internet.
Herm P comes in here and is like, Naruto is better. Listen, I love Naruto, but you back up. It is not too much filler. Get out of here.
Yo, I tried tagging Juan on the 5 account. Too bad Juan can't be tagged in photos.
Oh man,
jeez. Oh, Juan's too celebrity now.
Apparently.
Ooh,
I guess leaked now. I don't know.
Blue check. Juan.
Anyways,
wait, who the heck?
So let's go with. I'm not.
Is that like an auto boot or like?
Anyway, so our mock
draft.
Thanks
for joining the show.
Okay, so our mock draft.
Okay.
We ended up doing a mock draft. I really wanted to
I played Chris Greer for this exercise. I just want to let it be known that it was not by choice. It was not by choice. It was thrown onto me. And when with great power comes great responsibility. And I did what I had to do. When others,
I set this up so that it was fair and balanced. I just did 1, 2, 3, Juan Michael Kai, Juan Michael Kai, Juan Michael Kai. I did not realize afterwards that Juan had both Miami Dolphins picks and that Michael would be upset. However, it is what it is. Like, I don't know, man. It is what it is.
Michael got really upset. We'll scroll down once we get to that, but just make sure you're recording.
If there was a fantastic way for this to make sense, mathematically, besides just taking out the first two, then it would have been different, Mike. Okay,
nah,
come on. Anyways,
we'll see why I'm mad.
Well, there's a lot of come on, let it go.
Interesting selections, I would like to say, from all of this.
What's up with that interesting? I didn't like I feel like there was a quotation.
I mean, there's one very specific interesting.
That is a stupid selection. You give up 3 first-round picks, and I love this meme. You give up 3 first-round picks for Kirk Cousins with a DUI. GTFO, you're fired.
And why can't it be Matt Ryan pre-Super Bowl?
You want Matt Ryan pre-Super Bowl?
MVP season. Michael, do I need to remind you?
So you're saying MVP season. You're saying Mac Jones MVP.
I'm saying if that's the way that Kyle Shanahan's telling it to himself, who am I to judge?
You know what? We haven't let Royal talk about Mac Jones.
I was going to say somebody with eyes. That's who you are to judge. It's Mac Jones, bro. Like, listen,
someone with eyes. I like that.
Yeah, bro. Listen. I understand what they're saying and his potential and everything. But let's be honest, it's Mac Jones. He's an Alabama quarterback that's surrounded by a Heisman Trophy winner.
Whoa.
Two of the top three receivers mentioned in this draft, like a top running back in this draft. Like, he had a lot to work with that he ain't gonna have to work with over there in San Fran. Like, he gonna have George Kittle, but outside of that, who else are you throwing to? Debo Samuel?
Yeah. Listen. I'm saying. As Dolphins fans, I think we should all be rooting for Mac Jones. I think he's the obviously the less talented of the bunch. Obviously, he definitely has a lower ceiling, but I think his floor is a lot higher than Fields and Lance. I feel like Fields and Lance could be potential bust, where Mac Jones could just be like at worst top, or even like just like top 20, top 25 type of quarterback.
No. He can't be a top 20, 25 type of quarterback. I don't think he'll ever be that in the league.
I feel like he could be like a Phillip Rivers type.
I think the biggest reason for Dolphins fans to hope that Mac Jones gets drafted by the 49ers is the fact that the Dolphins have the San Francisco 49ers first round pick for next year. Number 1 overall. Here we come, baby.
And
Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Mac. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. All right, so to get through, of course, I decided to put, the first 2. I feel like it's kind of set in stone now, and then again, it just worked out mathematically. So everything was just going to be great and gravy to do everything the way it was going to be. Of course, Mac Jones goes number 3.
Like grandmaster in this. I just realized I got the first pick. I got all the Dolphins picks. Like,
anyway, so
jeez.
If he goes 3, Mac Jones, of course, that was going to be the pick. 4, Kyle. 4,
Fail.
Kyle Pitts goes, and it's from our guy Michael Christian. I was not.
So what was up with that pick, Mike? You don't think they'd go quarterback there?
I thought it was going to be Justin Fields, and then the dude switched up and changed his mind.
I think they could go Justin Fields, and I was literally going to make this pick. We're in like the pre-show thing with Alfredo, and Alfredo goes, "Have you seen that Matt Ryan contract? That Matt Ryan contract is disgusting.
It is.
Listen, they got finessed
like
so hard.
It
is
next year.
Horrible. I wouldn't be so sure that they're super sold on Justin Fields. Now, might they take a quarterback? For sure. I just think you got to look at Kyle Pitts, and if he's the generational talent that you all say he is, if he is the unicorn that he is, like Kyle Pitts, I mean, it's got to be Kyle Pitts.
The generational talent.
And the only reason why I wouldn't have picked Kyle Pitts to the Falcons would be so that he drops to the Dolphins at 6. But Juan probably would have squandered that pick anyway. So what does it matter?
So here's my thing about the Justin Fields to the Atlanta thing. Like, I think if you're looking at, like Juan said, like Justin Fields definitely has some areas of his game that he can work on. Like, but if you see potential in him, he's for the culture. You can draft him at 4 if you're Atlanta. Let him spend 2 years under Matt Ryan or a year before you trade that goddamn contract or something, so that he can learn a little bit, and then you can see what you have there. Because I mean, but I agree.
That contract is this upcoming offseason.
And they're never getting it.
It's still like $40 million in dead cap.
Yeah, well, they're not going to do that then. So he's going to be there for the next 2 years, and that's even better for Justin Fields.
And then you have to hit your wagon, right, as a coach, right? Because they just hired a new coach. Yep. What was it, last season, right? You got to hit your wagon onto Matt Ryan with no weepons, and then say no.
Whoa.
Time out.
Have you never heard of him?
They're gonna try to get rid of Julio. They're gonna try to get rid of Julio. They're gonna try to get rid of Julio.
Time out.
So Hayden Hurts, then don't draft Kyle Pitts.
No. We remember we've cleared it up. We don't let good players stop us from getting great players.
I just don't think Matt Ryan has the right weapons for them to succeed. I think it's a bad time, and you're going to hitch your wagon onto a guy that you're going to put on the bench. I just don't think they're going to do that.
I think Najee would have been the pick.
Anyway, so
Kyle fail, bro. We fail.
And then I had pick number 5. I went with what I think is the smartest decision for the Cincinnati Bengals organization and drafted
See that dude's knee? Oh my gosh.
Then Jamar Chase gets picked by Juan at 6. Justin Fields then by Mike at 7 to the Detroit Lions. Mike, your thoughts on why you went with that selection?
I feel like if Justin Fields is there at 6, I feel like the Dolphins are going to try and trade back. Yeah, they're going to try and trade back with somebody because somebody's going to try,
but of course,
to come up and get Justin Fields
just in case.
Right, we did no trades, and I feel like the Lions probably aren't that sold on Jared Goff. I don't know anybody that's ever been sold on him.
The only team that I could see wanting to trade up, or 2 teams, it's either the Broncos or Washington. Washington's been touching up every single quarterback. If they send you some like three first-round picks like this year's and the next 2 years, would you do it?
I don't think I'd do it just because I don't think I'd do it because you drop all the way down to 20, right? Yep. That's a lot of picks, sure. And it's going to be Washington, so it'll be fairly high. You could find a way to trade back up, but then you trade down to 20. You have to trade up. I don't know.
They were talking about Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero both mentioned that it could only cost at the most for the Patriots to move up to 4 a second-round pick. So if that's what it's going to take.
No.
From 15?
No.
What?
I'm just saying this is Ian Rappaport, Tom Pelissero.
It took the 49ers 3 first-rounders to move up to 3.
12 to 3.
I'm just saying. Listen, man.
I don't know. I just think Justin Fields at 7 made sense. Royal. I just think they got to, right? What, Jared Goff?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They got Jared Goff. That's why I don't think that Justin Fields is going to get drafted there. Look, they're in a transition year. I think they're going to try and fill out this team before they try and draft a quarterback or something. So I think they might look in another direction, maybe receiver. Since then they just lose Marvin Jones.
Smith was going to be the pick.
Yeah, like they just look
Fields at 8.
Yeah, I think receiver might be the
player.
I understand why you picked Justin Fields though, because I'm not a Goff guy either. And neither was the Rams. That's why they got off his ass like nobody. So I understand why you draft Justin Fields.
Yeah,
they got from that contract fast.
You're not gonna pay Goff and put another quarterback there. You're gonna at least try and build something around him for a little while, realize he's trash, and then get some.
And then draft another wide receiver some other time.
Somebody said, "Why is
All right,
Royals so
so-
quiet? They never heard this." This is not my show, bro.
Well, how would you have never heard that?
Oh, me being quiet? It's not a thing.
Well, no, nobody.
Anyway.
How could you ever hear someone
So-
being quiet?
Yeah. So
Thank you, Mike. You got it.
I got you.
from that, I decided to go Micah Parsons, Carolina. I feel like they need linebacker help. Micah Parsons, even with his off the field issues, he's going to be one of the best.
That's
one of the best linebackers.
Like direct replacement for
Luke Kuechly.
yeah,
exactly. Well,
They're
yeah,
a little late.
that's another
Yeah.
thought. Trey Lance, then to Juan for the Broncos. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Patrick Surtain, and I'm going back to Michael again just because it's another one of his picks that are a little interesting. You go Surtain there to the Cowboys at 10. What are your kind of thoughts on that? They lose Byron Jones last year. This past year they had, oh my god, I can't remember his
Trayvon
name. He
Diggs.
literally went Trayvon, and then there's another one that they have.
Chidi,
oh my god,
Chidobe or
yes,
something like that?
Chidobe Awuzie. Thank you.
That was
Out
as
of
close as
Colorado.
was
I
gonna
don't
get.
think they have the right. I don't think they have the right guys at cornerback. I also took a bit of a note on this from the 3 yards per carry mock draft. On their mock draft, they took Pat Surtain 10th overall to the Cowboys. I think it's a good fit. It makes a lot of sense. I think people have even heard about. I think it was Pat Surtain Jr.'s dad, former Dolphin, that said he'd be happy with his son going to Dallas, that he thinks he could do well there. I mean, it's kind of in the tea leaves. It makes a lot of sense. Could they go another way with it? Sure. I just think it fits really well.
No, I would agree.
Historically, they had one of the worst secondaries of all time last year. So I think secondary is a natural place for them to go.
So from there we go. I decided to go Devonta Smith. The Giants have been rumored to possibly getting wide receiver, a la Jalen Waddle or Devonta Smith, if they fall to 11. Juan goes with Rashawn Slater, Kwity Paye, Elijah Vera Tucker going to the Vikings, and then Juan selects Jalen Waddle, number 15, to the New England Patriots.
Grandmaster.
That dude scores 2 touchdowns per game against the Dolphins when he joins the Patriots, and I'm gonna be screaming at all of you.
My thinking process in the Patriots drafting a wide receiver so high is that I truly believe Bill Belichick is borderline senile at this point. I've never seen him spend money the way he spent money this past offseason. So for me, everything's off the table. The dude's just gonna do whatever, and listen. The best guy for me and the fastest guy is Jalen Waddle at this point.
So you're saying that Bill Belichick is turning into Al Davis right before our very eyes?
Oh man, well, that goes perfectly to what I did for the Raiders, right? So,
I think
perfect
yeah.
transition. Like I've seen the Raiders, they've been mocked a couple times with some potential edge rushers. I've seen them mocked with really like anything, offensive line help. They essentially got rid of 4 of their 5. Well, they brought one back. They got rid of 3 of their 5 starting offensive linemen from last season. So a lot of offensive line has been led there. But since I saw a bunch of people mocking Kwity Paye to the Raiders, and then thinking to myself that this is John Gruden leading the way, because we all know that he's the one that's really calling the shots, I was like, oh, take the guy with the high upside, but it is also dealing with concussions. Let's go with Jalen Phillips.
That's
like the
like
most
a Raiders player who's ever won
that you could ever get to. Like that's the one that I thought about. Zaven Collins then picked by Juan for the Miami Dolphins.
Now's where we fight. Nope, we're not moving on from that one. Now's where we fight.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, is there anything
Explain
we want to try to capture
yourself,
in an hour, Mike. So we got like 6 minutes left. Okay,
explain yourself.
I'm off the running back in the first round. I think
no. Say who you're specifically off of. You
Najee Harris.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say it with my chest out. I'm off Najee Harris.
I hope he finds you and beats you up.
I probably could.
One could probably run away from him.
He doesn't.
Listen,
I was gonna say he didn't want to be a power back, but that was a lot better joke.
Listen.
Listen, for me, when you look at just positions, and I've said it all offseason. I'm like, is Brian Flores really going to take 2 offensive players in the first round? I'm like, hell no, man. This dude is gonna want to get himself a nice little shiny toy to play defense with, and the dude, Zaven Collins is. You can either call him, Dante Hightower, or I forget the other dude, number 91 for the Patriots. Like, he fits in well with what they do here. And I don't know. I feel like Zaven Collins would be a nice asset for Brian Flores, just to kind of take that defense to a next level, because we were terrible playing against the run. So it still needs to be added to pieces to that.
Here's my quick pushback on that.
Yeah.
So in terms of in terms of what you're saying, I think that Flo, it might be better at. Don't put me full screen, please. I don't like it. I think Flo might be better at finding more defensive talent later on in the draft. Considering that you got 2 offensive coordinators, you're going to want to give. I think that's they were talking about on 3 yards per carry too. The running back,
running back and tight end.
One's a running back. You want to give him something. So you know what I mean. So I think that's why they go offense both times. That's a little bit. That's the side of the ball that you're trying to build up, as opposed to Flo being able to make whatever piece he has work some kind of way on defense.
See, and not only that though, I feel like they've given Flo a lot of what he's wanted on the defensive side of the ball.
It's his
in free agency.
It's not giving it to him. He's gonna tell you what he wants.
No, but what I'm saying is that like the free agency money, like how much of it, if we had to say to defense, I would say over the past 2 offseasons, they spent maybe what, like 60%, 75% of the money on defense.
I'm laughing about the fact that Juan gave Najee Harris to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Listen,
we're gonna work our way to that royal thing.
Okay. No, but that shit just caught my eye as soon as I looked at this, and I was like, "That's probably what Michael's pissed about."
Yeah.
Listen. It makes no sense. And fine, you think
we only
you're
got
off
4 minutes anyway, so I was trying to move us through.
Yeah. You're off of Najee. Fine. What's your running back answer? Just where do you take the running back?
I just think they're gonna go running back by committee, and Ramondre Stevenson. I mean, you could go a couple different options. Michael Carter later on. It's just, for me, you solidify up front, and then you say, by the way, Myles Gaskins finished 10th in running backs for scrimmage yards for the year.
I love how you always add an S to his name. You always go Myles Gaskins. I
put possession to it. It's
our running back.
Yeah.
Well, we're going into another season with Myles Gaskin, according to Juan. So I'm gonna kill myself.
Okay, so from there, you have a couple, I guess, interesting picks. I go Creed Humphrey to the Jets. The reason why I kind of went about this as well is former Jets center Nick Mangold also talked a lot and has talked a lot about Creed Humphrey and how he could see him going to the Jets in the first round at the bottom end there. So that's another reason why I did that. That subsequently went to Juan taking Landon Dickerson for the Steelers. They, of course, notoriously lose their offensive lineman in Marquise Pouncey. Levi Onwuzurike
He was a Gator, right?
He was a Gator, him and Mike. They were involved in some interesting stuff there when they were at UF, but it's okay.
Apparently, everybody was.
Everybody is.
Yeah, convicts and the preacher.
Yeah, listen, man. When you're there with Urban Meyer, apparently things go weird. Levi Onwuzurike then goes because Michael hates me, and I had to scramble for what to do at 32.
Yep.
Before we get into the Najee at the Buffalo Bills, because then we haven't got to it too hard. Of course, Roy is a Green Bay Packers fan, and what I think would be the best thing.
He was this close to going to the Ravens, but I was like, nah, they already have Marquise Brown.
Dude, I knew you were gonna do it too. I was like, man, all I have to do is get past Juan because Mike won't do it to the Saints. Just have to get past Juan. Just have to get past. He
was gonna send him to like literally like Cleveland. That's who Mike would have sent him to.
What? Kadarius Toney? Nah, Kadarius Toney's getting drafted in my 7th round for my mock draft.
Here's the big thing I think with Kadarius Toney and why. Look, obviously I'm mocking here, but my honest opinion is I don't think there's a chance in hell this happens because Mike Gutekunst is a freaking idiot. That dude has an MVP at quarterback who's playing to an elite level probably for the next at least 2 or 3 years. And instead of supporting his starting quarterback is having thoughts about becoming a host on Jeopardy. So
hey, listen, his starting quarterback has moved on to Shailene Woodley. He's got better things to worry about.
They've been hey, listen, so we go through and we're able to get everything there. I don't think it'll be Kadarius Toney. I think that's the best option there. I think Baltimore, KC. Those are the ones. Yeah, KC, where I think that's gonna be great. I think as a Florida Gators fan and someone who really likes Kadarius Toney, if he falls and gets picked in that top end of the second round, I will lose my $10 bet to Michael of 500 yards and a touchdown, and I will be very upset. So
I think we said more than one touchdown.
Was it a touchdown or was it 5?
It was
I think it was like 3 or 4.
It was like 4.
3?
Yeah, it was like 4.5. Yeah. I think 4.5. 4.5.
4.5. Yeah, I think 4.5. Yeah, is the push.
I'm gonna win that if he goes to the Green Bay Packers. Then, of course, okay. Let's.
No, I've got nothing to say.
Let's do the elephant in the room because he's Roll Tide.
Listen, first off, I want to say hello to Cap. Hello to Cap, who's always here. Appreciate you, Cap. Noel, thank you for being here. I want to say thanks to all the people watching.
Keep him there so it covers Juan.
Yeah, I can't listen. Juan's hatred for the University of Alabama is astounding.
It runs deep.
It runs deep, man. Listen.
Well,
he's a good player.
I'm depressed. I that mock draft depresses me. At least Royal made the right decision and took Najee.
It could only get better from here. That's like your worst case scenario for Thursday. And mind you, we're gonna be live, by the way, by pick 24. So we might actually see Najee go to the Bills live, Mike.
What? The Bills aren't 24?
No, but we're 24.
No, they're like 30.
Even better, we're still gonna be on.
So for those of you guys who don't know,
it'll be right before we leave.
What Juan is saying there.
I'm leaving right there. That's it.
We're gonna have our draft blitz on Thursday and Friday. Yeah. Picks 1 through 16 is gonna be one set of hosts. I believe that's gonna be Jakari, Alfredo, Lewis, and possibly CK and Simon. We're not really sure. Maybe Ethan. We're not really sure. 17 through 32. So the second half of the first round, you'll have Michael, Juan, myself, Royal, and then Matthew, also known as Simba Sports, who will come on and join for those. So we'll have a whole set of hosts for the first half of the first round, and the second half of the first round.
I'll give Royal $500 if Pete Werner gets drafted in the first round.
Bet.
I'll give you. You got nothing. If Pete Werner goes in the first round, wait, what was the linebacker? What was the linebacker last year that went to the Seahawks really early? You know what I'm talking about? Texas Tech.
Oh my God, I can't remember his name right now.
I feel like watch Pete Werner be that, and I'm gonna lose $500 to Royal. Oh gosh, I made a mistake.
And you know I'm coming for my money
Jordan
too.
Brooks from Texas Tech.
No, listen, you and money is hand in hand. You need it. You need it.
I would drive right to your crib to pick it up.
I need some money too, man. But
hey, you're gonna give me money for Kadarius?
Hell no, bro. That $10 is gonna be nice in my pocket.
I can't believe I just said $500 voluntarily. I made a
you really did that, Mike. You didn't even give yourself like a break or anything, dog. Good luck with that
one. I know the picture kind of sucks. It is what it is. It's just enhanced. Anyways, we will have our draft party. It'll be the Draft Blitz. It's sponsored by Miami Grill, CAIP, IFL. I don't even know how to say that.
Therapist preferred with no vowels and therapist.
Thank you. And then You Break Will Fix It. It'll be presented here by 5 Reasons Sports. It'll start on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. And again, you can find everybody here. We will, of course, be happening and here for the first set or the second set of the first round. Michael, do you want to lead us out here on this great day 2 with Royal A. Shepherd, who selected Pete Werner?
I'm losing $500 to Royal over Pete Werner. I could have gone a lower amount. I said
Can I just exit with this? Alfredo just tweeted, maybe at the 5 Reason guys didn't notice, but they gave our division rivals Waddle, Humphrey, and Najee Harris in the first round.
Wait.
Listen.
Juan.
Hey, Kai had something in there too. Don't throw it all on me.
I said Humphrey. That's about it. You were Waddle and Najee. Don't even listen.
Yours were more egregious.
Juan was literally like, hey, you know who you guys want? I'm giving them to your rivals.
Well, I'm gonna throw the shit out of y'all right now.
I didn't.
Juan, there's a reason why Dolphins fans hate you. I side with them. I side with them. Okay, when Najee gets drafted by the Dolphins and breaks out for 1,000 yards, I'm going straight to you, dog.
Well, first of all, Najee not gonna break out of nowhere in the NFL.
Time out. I'm balancing it out now, right? I'll give you the $500 when Pete Werner gets drafted first round. He's gonna give me $500 when Najee Harris gets 1,000 yards for the Dolphins.
I'll send you $500 of Dogecoin.
Yeah, if Najee Harris slowly jogs for 1,000 yards this NFL season, I too will give Michael $500.
I cannot believe what we've become. Oh, I'm so ashamed of us. Thank you guys very much for watching the show.
Wait, Alf, you gotta blame this one, bro.
It's all Juan. Yeah, listen.
I picked Creed, but that's all Juan.
We've all seen the group chat, our group chat on 5 Reasons. Juan and Alf start going at it. Y'all be firing, and I side with Alf 99.9% of the time.
Also, bragged by the comments, man. Everyone's saying day 1 over day 2. We only got one person that said day 2 all day. That's shout out to Finn Kane who's going with Royals draft.
Oh my god.
Royal did have a terrible draft, but we had a really fun show. We drafted some Marvel people for why not? Right? It's draft week. We're basically over it now. Right? We'll be back tomorrow with Joshua House. He's going to be joining Kai and Juan. I will not be there. I had a previous engagement to watch an anime movie, and I have no regrets. No regrets spelled with E before the second R. Let's get out of here.